All right, so we're going to go ahead. It looks like they are just going through the pick and bans really quickly yet again. So as we go ahead, get back into it right away. I believe the picks and bans are remaining the same at the moment, or if they're redoing. I can't really tell at the moment here, so we're going to see. All right, so as we can see, Cassidy, Zach, Lulu banned out on the blue side here. Olaf, Fizz, and Leeson then banned over on the red side. It is Barefoot on the left, Lebronze James on the right. Shen getting locked in. That was a huge pick in the first game for Barefoot.
And as far as I can tell, it looks like it's going to be the same picks as what happened before here. So they're just going to speed through this champ select phase here.
So it looks like they just had a little mistake. This was the instance that we had it in right now. Darius gets locked in there as well as the Sejuani as well.
Now, I don't want to dwell on what might have happened, but let me speculate here. I'm thinking that maybe a champion was picked that they couldn't trade, is what might have happened. But of course, we can't really know for sure at this point. But it looks like a really, really strong team here on the side of Barefoot.
Lysandra going to get locked in there as well.
So there's a lot of lockdown there for that team's what's the name? That's all right. We'll just we'll figure that one out. But yeah, so there's a lot of survivability here on the side of Barefoot. Blue side here, they got a Shen ready to ult whoever's he needs to. Vladimir's always very tough to kill. Warwick, he's the one that's going to hunt you down. Karma, always a very good support to go help heal and shield for you.
Yeah, it gives them a lot of ability to kind of lock down a target, especially with that Sejuani and the Lysandra pick. The only problem I see with the comp is the Darius. Again, Darius is a pretty straightforward champion. He's kind of predictable in the movements that you're going to be doing, so he can be, you know, kited down by a Karma, by a Caitlyn, also by a Vlad. It's actually going to be really hard for him to find targets that he can really stick to.
But Sejuani being on his team will give him a little bit of the opportunity to help get some CC on the other team, because he is the only other melee champion on that team that can help proc Sejuani's abilities for those stuns.
And there we go. Looks like we just go ahead and fix that one up. So immediately also on the table, I see it's going to be really dependent on this Warwick and Shen combo especially. It allows, you know, Shen to get really far into the backline. If you ult a Warwick while he jumps into the back of the team, can get some massive, you know, taunts off, and that allows him to really, you know, step forward and do some insane stuff right there. Looks like we are still just about to get into the game. Looks like we're just having a couple little small issues at the moment with one of the players, so we'll have to figure that one out quite shortly, as one of them's just having a little tough time getting into the lobby as we load on in quite shortly. Waiting here right now. It looks like we just have a little bit of a pause that'll likely come out when we load up into the game.
Yeah, it looks like help is on the way, and actually it looks like he is. We do have our last player entering the loading screen.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to load up into there finally right now. Just having a little bit of trouble as we wait out this one and just see what's happening. Our tech support is on it, so we're just going to take a little quiet little break, I guess. Just take a quick look, I guess, maybe at our standings right now to see who's going to be leading up here over into that winner bracket. You guys are still yet to play, but immediately off the bat, we did have StarCraft move on into the semi-final of the winner bracket. They played a very dominating game. Barefoot as well, they've now made their way into their second game. They're playing for that second semi-final spot right now. And if they can play with the coordination they did earlier, I think they'll have a good shot of it. But first they got to take down Lebronze James, and we haven't seen them play yet, so it's going to be interesting to see.
We have someone with a weak bladder. So there's a pause.
We're just, it sounds like someone needs to go for a bathroom break, so,
okay.
we have just a quick pause. You know, it happens to all of us.
We're all human here. And anyways, it seems like he is back right now. So once once he gets back into this one, yeah, it looks like so. The pause that we go into the game here will end real quick because it looks like everyone is in game right now.
Yeah, and keep going through this bracket right now. Clown 9 will have to go against Uncrowned Kings. Uncrowned Kings played a perfect game in the last one that we saw them in. It was I believe it was 24-0 with with 0 turrets allowed. They took every Drake and also the Rift Herald and the Baron, so they really showed dominance in that one.
Yeah, I came into the venue here just as they were finishing up that game, so I did catch the end of that one, and looking at it, I was like, oh, man, I wonder where I am in the bracket, and we're actually might get to play them at some point in the tournament if we do win our first game, and I was like, this might be the SKT of the tournament. Thank goodness there is a second bracket here.
Yeah, and as we can see right now, we are about to load on into the Rift, guys, finally. So please give it a round of applause. We're going to be having an awesome time here for our next quarterfinal in the winners bracket. It's going to be a good one. Winner here will take on StarCraft and see who can really take on them in their final. It was quite a dominating performance, so hopefully both teams can show up here and really show off what they got.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone is looking forward to really close games, really long games where both teams, it can go either way, and I think that'll be really exciting to see.
So we are just waiting for our final load to come in. It was a little bit of a load time issue as well, so we still got to wait through this one. Still got to wait through a pause. It's all fun. We'll get there at some point.
I think that's the motto of today's today's tournament here. We'll get there at some point. We'll get there at some point.
Get there at some point, indeed. But it looks like we're going to go ahead and get in onto the rift there between Barefoot and Lebronze James for our fourth game of the day as we load on into this one quite shortly.
There we go. All right, so once more on the blue side, we have Team Barefoot in, oh, hold on. Okay, so in the top lane, we have Beyond on Shen, Golden Cactus on Warwick, Element McD on Vladimir, Gochu Milk on Caitlyn, and finally in the support position, we got Prince Arrow.
And on your red side, it is Lebronze James. Up in top lane on the Darius is Nijo. In that jungle on Sejuani is going to be Nitro Rider. In mid lane is Zen. In the ADC role, it's going to be Batty Wang. And on that support role on Nami, it's going to be Phantom.
All right, that's perfect. All right, so we're just going to get everyone to buy their stuff, get prepared, and we're going to run onto the rift here. So pings are going out. It looks like it's going to be a big defensive positioning here for Barefoot. Actually, it looks like they might all be heading to the bot side here. Yeah, a lot of bias there on that bot side. That's going to be mirrored on the side of Lebronze James. Actually, Shen's going to taper off to the top there.
Yeah, looking to be more of a safe start right now. Lebronze James may be expecting a possible invade. They have grouped very closely in that brush right now. Actually, all 5 members over by this blue side buff, so might be expecting a aggressive play to maybe come out of them, or maybe a delayed invade is also a possibility. No wards have gone down yet, so we have yet to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Lebronze James is going to keep their positioning here. They are pinging up onto the red jungle there. And it looks like Darius is actually heading over, so it looks like everyone's just going to back off here. It's going to be a standard start.
As we go, Prince Arrow going to go over to that red. Actually, it's going to be a very delayed start at the moment. They did a delayed rotation, so Warwick actually going to start over on the blue buff side. Meanwhile, Sejuani going to start on her blue as well, so we might see a Warwick gank possibly in that mid lane come level 2, or even in bot lane after level 3. It is a possibility for them right now.
So it looks like Warwick's going to be doing this one without a leash. And, okay, so their bot lane is doing a very good job here. They're going to delay going into the lane, so it looks as if Warwick had taken the red buff while he is actually on the blue side there.
Waiting in right now, Element trading quite aggressive here with it. Lissandra doesn't really have a lot of sustain just yet in that queue. Needs another level or two before it really starts making some difference. Actually, a lot of nice poke landing here from Zen, getting that level 2 very early on as well. It's going to be interesting to see how well this top lane goes, because it is a Darius. It can really snowball either way.
So, actually, I do like the Shen pickup there, because even if the top lane does go a bit south, he is able to support the rest of his team anywhere on the map. And they're just going to trade some blows here.
Yeah, going aggressive here right now. Gotta be a little bit careful. If you let Darius get those stacks off, it's actually devastating. So have to play passively here if you're beyond. Because really, Darius is the kind of guy that wants you to taunt him, because he'll just keep applying stacks if you don't have that dodge AoE up.
Yeah, that's precisely it. And if Shen goes in, he's inside Darius's minion, so he's got a lot of help whittling down Shen's HP bar.
Well, in that bot side, Gotchu and Prince both pushing quite aggressively right now, looking to try and keep up this pressure. Karma and Caitlyn, a very aggressive lane. Nami is a nice pick into that Karma, but I still feel like she gets pushed out often.
Yeah, and that's definitely not something they want to do. Warwick was actually hanging around inside Lebronze
Hook
jungle.
does land there right now. Darius misses that Q. If he kept on going, that would have been an instant flash auto attack. Meanwhile, in that mid lane, Golden Cactus predicts the teleport coming out from Lissandra. She is going to get away right now. Beyond does get tagged there by the Q. Not going to go any more aggressive there, as he is going to back on out. But now this is where you see Darius start to really apply pressure, really push your waves into underneath your turret.
Yep, it's going to be very scary for Shen to even get close to try to get CS there, especially with those hooks just barely missing. It's very scary.
Nijo trying to go aggressive there, tried to get the hook in on, not able to land, but here comes Golden Cactus from the top side. Is going to answer there. It's first blood going over to Golden.
Wow, so that was a very good move there. Shen taunting Darius under the tower, so Darius is also taking tower shots, and Golden Cactus is there on the Warwick for the backup. Very good kill there.
As Prince is going to land a little bit of pressure there from the Mantra Q onto Phantom. Getting a little bit abused there. Gotchu actually keeps up the autos there onto Batty. Tilt over Peacemaker is going to miss just slightly there, as that shield's going to be keeping that mitigation damage from going off right now, as Gotchu staying very healthy.
Yeah, it's going to be very important for Caitlyn to keep up that pressure there in that lane, so that they're able to potentially pull off some big moves with the Warwick.
Batty going quite aggressive there. Dashes on in, isn't going to get a whole lot for his trouble right now. Prince is sitting a little low on mana, so you might see a Sejuani come down here as the ward does expire in the river, but Gotchu and them instantly pinging already, looking to ward that one back up.
And I like that they're always, whenever there isn't vision in that river, they know that potentially someone could be there, so they're playing very safe here as Sejuani is coming down that river.
Batty going aggressive here, does have the slow. Here comes Sejuani. We were talking about it early. Gotchu does get hit by the bubble. Flashes out. Nitro Rider, though, in a bad spot. Batty in a bad spot as well. Does have the flash available to him. Doesn't have time to pop it off. A very late TP coming in from Darius.
Canceled.
It gets delayed there as he doesn't keep on going.
So very good counter jank there by the Warwick. Oh, so it looks like they might have predicted that Sejuani might come down there, so Word was just waiting there, and Shen being able to come
Zed
down.
going very aggressive right now. Pops the ultimate, is getting ignited. The ult does come through from Vladimir. He doesn't continue on anything, but does now have a flash on advantage on a fight that actually Zen took.
And now looks like Barefoot is going to go for that Infernal Dragon as well. Uncontested there because there is no vision inside that Dragon Pit, so they were able to go get that one basically for free.
As you go, Golden Cactus keeping up his performance that we saw in the last match there on that Olaf. He made a lot of impact with it and is already making a strong impact with this Warwick. Usually a champion that is, it's either or. You either do a lot for your team or you don't do anything, and right now he's doing a lot, so it's a really good sign for his team.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job keeping him proactive. He's always in good positioning for ganks into lanes.
Nigel looked like he wanted to come down and get a roam off, but unfortunately would have been spotted out by something, or just the pings were enough to cause Vladimir to go back there. Nigel is going to get the hook in onto Beyond, but Beyond doesn't care. He's in his AoE. He's happy battling this one out. He's getting stacks applied to him. Nigel, he doesn't have any cooldown reduction just yet into that build, so he's not able to spam out the Q just at this point in the game. So he's going to have just a very slow trade back and forth with his Shen.
Yeah, he definitely would have Darius would have definitely wanted to put a lot more damage on Shen. He has the ultimate advantage here, but he's just losing a lot of health.
Yeah, Nigel taking a lot of damage here. He actually goes in for this fight. He's going taken down very low. Nigel able to land the Q, but Nigel doesn't commit to the kill, and he gets taken down by Golden Cactus.
Wow, he even leveled up in that fight. He was 2 levels up on Shen, but he was taking a lot of damage.
Nice Nami bubble comes out there. Batty he dashes past the Caitlyn right now, picks up the kill, and that's gonna be the first kill. Actually flashes on, tries to get the Q, not able to finish off the kill.
Yeah, not close enough for that double auto there, but that was very good plays there by the bot lane of Lebronze James. This could be their lifeline into this game here, because they're gonna need all the help they can get there.
So Batty tiptoeing his way across those traps, not getting hit by one. If he did, he would have been taken down there by Gachu. Gachu now showed a little bit of superiority in the last game. But right now, Batty is able to answer that one as he picks up the first kill for his team.
And they're going to just push that wave into the tower there so that they can try to keep their CS levels at about the same there. He was able to catch up after getting that kill.
Meanwhile, up in this top lane, Nigel was able to get that phase, but he's against a Shin that's, got a chain vest at the moment, able to get some tank into him and really just dodging all these stacks. Nigel, he engages with the hook. He should really try and save it. He's actually going aggressive still on to Beyond, able to get the 5 stacks off. He doesn't have a flash, though, to really try and close the gap there, to try and maybe ult.
Darius is definitely, he keeps wanting to try to tango here with the Shen, but Shen is able, with his mobility, to just keep kiting him around. So, really unfortunate there for the Darius. And actually, it looks like there might be a 2-man roam coming up there into the top lane. Vladimir is spotted coming up there. He sees the ward now, he's going to get rid of it, so it looks like he might just try to get away there. But there is a control ward in that river that also spotted out Warwick, so Lebronze James should know that their jungle is infested with enemies.
Right now, maybe wanting to contest this red buff. Golden is going to secure right now. Shen ult is coming in. Big AoE, big taunt comes down though. Element and Beyond looking to clean this one up. Nigel not able to get the resets onto the ultimate. Element is just hunting down the Sejuani. Flashes in, gets the Q there. Zen right now, he's able to use the blasting cone. Luckily gets separated there, but a huge taunt coming out from Beyond. He's been insane on the Shen the last couple of days. Batty Wang, though, might be going down very low right now. Is able to get the Nami ult out from Phantom. Phantom lands the bubble onto the Karma right now. Exhaust is taken out. Built over Peacemaker, though, is going to try and reset that fight, and both teams are going to back off.
Wow, definitely a lot of action there with that one, but it's going to keep going here.
Oh, Batty going down pretty low. Has to be a bit careful. Piltover is not going to connect right now. Gachu doesn't have enough mana for the ultimate. Luckily, Nami is there in case they need to block it, and Batty playing very aggressive, but here comes the Warwick from the side. Has the ultimate available to him. Ultimate Duress right on top of the Lucian. That's going to be the kill. Not able to get the bubble out in time to save his partner.
All right, so LeBron James might have took the Q here because Caitlyn decided to stay in this fight even though she was very, very low. They must have thought that that fight was going to last a bit longer because they wanted Sejuani to come down, but Warwick was a lot faster, and they were the ones to get the kill.
So now a 7-2 kill lead coming out here for Barefoot, as Golden might be caught out here. Fear does land onto Sejuani. Sejuani maybe trying to get those stacks to try and come up and get that stun. But here comes Prince. There's the answer from the rest of the team. Nami Bubble does not land. Golden Cactus getting put down very low right now. Sejuani does not have the ultimate available, and Element's going to pick up the kill.
Yeah, okay, so reinforcements came a bit faster for Barefoot on that one, so they were able to take advantage of this one. And these guys are just going to keep fighting up here in the top lane. There's actually a significant CS advantage here for the Darius, even though he isn't doing too well in staying alive up in the top lane. But that's a very good job for him because he is trying to stay relevant through CS.
But the biggest thing overall is those assists. Even being down that much, just having those assists available are able to give him that slight gold lead. Just looking across the board, it is a big lead starting to grow in that mid lane as well as in jungle. 2,000 gold for gold and 1,000 for element. That's where a lot of their power lies.
Yep, otherwise everyone else is at about the same place. So we're gonna want to see Vladimir and Warwick on the side of Barefoot try to push their advantage here because they are massively ahead of their opponents.
It is a possibility to maybe think about banning this Vladimir, but the huge burst coming out from the Hemoplague and Protoball. Meanwhile, Batty Wang going aggressive in his bot lane, flashes away from the Nami bubble. Bubble does land there, but there's no follow-up, as unfortunately, Phantom got snared there onto the trap. But a huge amount of burst coming out of this Vladimir. It's a possible ban to maybe think of if you're going against Barefoot later on if they take this one.
Definitely. And the bot lane of Lebronze James is doing a very good job of making offensive plays, but unfortunately they're just not synced up at the same time, making those CC hit each other. And even when they do hit, they're not in position to do anything afterwards.
Golden Cactus right now able to clear that one out. Nijo up in this top side. It looks like they want to try and do something, but Element, he says, I want to fight a 4v1, has the dragon here. Here comes the Shen ultimate. He's able to pick up the kill onto Sejuani. Beyond is able to get the taunt onto him. In the end, Golden Cactus is able to pick up that one. Nami lands the bubble. A very late TP coming again from Nijo. Is going to get ulted down there. Is going to have to flash away. But now, tables have turned. It looks like Barefoot want this Mountain Drake.
Yep, definitely. Being able to push them outside of that dragon pit gives Barefoot positioning inside the dragon. It looks like LeBron James is going to concede this dragon up. So it was very important that Darius is matching these teleports as soon as they know that Shen is coming into the team fight, because as we saw there, Darius coming in when none of his team is there anymore, he's just going to get hit, he's just going to get CC'd. It's very dangerous for him, so he needs to be with the rest of his team when the fights happen.
Beyond in this mid lane, just pushing this one back at the moment. Golden Cactus is going to go ahead and pick up his red buff. A little bit of a stall here in the action. 4,000 gold lead starting to grow here for Barefoot.
But there are no towers taken down yet at this point in the game.
And you can already see that power in the traps of Caitlyn. Once you get that Zeal item on top of your BF sword, just does an insane amount of damage. Did a nice 300 crit there to the Nami. Can absolutely decimate a champion if you land on it. And Golden Cactus has made his way down into this bot lane. Might be trying to make something happen here, or they might just go straight for a dive. Here comes Element from on top right now. Golden Cactus is going to land the infinite duress. They pick up the kill onto him. Meanwhile, Batty Wang going to go down here to Element in the end. Nitro Rider again taken down very low right now. Gashu Milk does not have the ult available. There it is. There's the ace in the hole. It's going to be a kill for the ADC.
And meanwhile, though, Lissandra is trying to make up the losses in the mid lane by trying to get this turret. But first turret is going to go to Team Barefoot.
Red team's turret.
With that, the ADC is also going to get all that bonus first blood turret gold, and that is a huge increase of gold. Now has 1,800 to spend, able to likely finish off that Runans if they decide to go and do that. It looks like the buy is going to come on in. It will likely be that, I am hoping, or just waiting for a little bit of gold. There it is. There's your Runans.
And that's very important for that Caitlyn-Lucian matchup, because now she's finally ahead of the Lucian in terms of gold, and she can finally be able to do a lot better against him in their 2v2s in lane.
Right now, Nijo up in this top lane might have the CS advantage, but has not been able to contribute to a lot of his team's efforts. Does have the 1 assist, though. Meanwhile, Beyond has just been everywhere right now. 8 of the 14 kills he's had a part of, so really making an impact around the map. We saw it in the last game they played. It might be another thing to consider, not wanting to play against, or at least picking away if you're going to go against Barefoot here later on.
Yeah, and just looking at the overall play style of Barefoot, Oh, actually, it was
Oh,
just that
Element
after.
getting caught here right now is actually going to bring Nitro Rider into the pit with him. Lysandra comes in as well. Golden Cactus is brought down very low. Shen is not able to save him at the moment. But here comes the turnaround right now. Element is still alive, and that is a huge one. Huge amount of damage. It's going to be a double kill coming out to the Caitlyn. Likely going to be the double kill in the end as Element takes away that one. Unfortunately, Nitro was just not able to get any of the ultimates off. Element with team Beyond flashed onto that Sejuani. That's an ace coming away for Team Barefoot.
And that's, you could say that is surprising because Barefoot, or Lebronze James got such a good pick against Team Barefoot inside that Rift Herald pick. Unfortunately, after they got that kill, because of the massive gold lead on the side of Barefoot, they're able to come in, even though they were a bit late, to come in and clean up the rest of LeBron James there. And now they're also going to pick up their second turret of the game as well.
So right now, Barefoot now, after clearing the second turret of theirs up in top side, also have taken a lot of ability. Rift Herald is still on the table for them if they want to. Possibly look at taking that. Golden Cactus going to pick up his red buff, and we do see a slight movement over to that right now. Golden Cactus and them, they say, you know what, we can go ahead and take down these three members of LeBronze James here in this mid lane. Golden Cactus goes immediately on to the Lysandra, gets bubbled right away, is able to mitigate the CC. Prince Arrow picks up the kill onto Batty Wang. Looks like that's all they're going to take here, but likely will take this in this first tier tower here in mid lane as they're not able to clear the wave in time.
And that's going to be all the outer towers there for Team Barefoot. So they're able to go, push their wards up, and apply more pressure across the map here. And actually, it looks like they might be looking for a Rift Herald here. It's in the last minute, so they are able to get this one.
Rift Herald on the table right now, looking to burn this one down, is going to pick it up, and it's going to go over to Golden. A lot of members right here of LeBronze James. They might want to try and force a fight, but it's a risky one to take. Vladimir is down in that bot lane, so it is a possibility, but they decide to back up.
Yeah, it looked like LeBronze James was kind of thinking about it, and they were like, okay, maybe not. We're just going to be here. So that was a good pickup there of the Rift Herald there for Team Barefoot. Oh, first turret here.
Yeah, so that's going to be a turret for them. There's actually a TP coming out here from Zen to stop this push from Vladimir, though really not able to do a whole lot as Golden picking up some CS for himself. Element down in this bot lane still trying to pressure. There is three members coming to help Zen. But you know what? Three might not be enough as he has teammates of his own coming over. Batty Wang and them over on the side of the wall. Nitro is going to go over the wall right now. Element is just playing the delay game right now for the rest of his team. The TP is coming in from beyond. They're able to decimate the ADC. Batty Wang gets taken down immediately. Beyond over the wall. Infinite Duress comes out. That's a double kill. It's going to be a triple kill coming out for Element. Likely going to be the quadra kill. And are they pinging for the Penta? Do they want the Penta? No, they're gonna back off. they're a little too excited.
Yeah.
They're like, ooh, Penta.
You got pretty excited there too. But yes, that is a turret for them. They're gonna continue to be able to push here because respawn timers are on the side of LeBronze James. And it looks like they should be able to get this inhibitor. And after that, Dragons in their sights, Barons in their sights. They have complete control of the game. And here's Rift Herald helping them push it down.
I completely forgot they still had this Rift Herald as she rams into the red inhibitor, taking down that one, looking to keep up the pressure, going in for that Nexus turret. I don't know if they have enough push just yet to end the game, and it looks like they will try to here on the next one as Baron is on the table if they really want to go ahead and take that one.
Looks like it's just going to be the Dragon here first for these guys. So whenever I see Rift Herald do his headbutt on the tower and take that much damage, I like to think about Rammus hitting his head on towers. I'm like, how come he doesn't take damage himself? So his shell must be a lot harder than Rift Herald. Anyways, they're going to pick up that Ocean Dragon. Let's see, yep, they're just going to reset here and see if they can do a final push, try to get this Nexus turret tower. Nexus. So things are going down for this Baron. So if they do get this one, it could spell the end of LeBron James's defense.
Nitro Rider clearing out the Wolves right now, 24-4. The score, looking to finish off this game. Baron is on the table right now if they really want to think about taking it. Here it goes, Baron getting rushed down here. There's really no answer on the table here for LeBron James. Nothing they can really do.
They really can't. I mean, I guess their only fight here is if they try to go fight for this Baron, and if they manage to steal it, hold off the advance by using the Baron buff, but that is not to happen here. Barefoot looks like they might just walk this one in. 2 lanes going in. They got super minions on the bottom lane. They got 4 people in the mid, and Shen is bringing up the rear up top. He's doing his best to clear this wave.
The Cactus trying to jump on in there on the Batty Wang. He's gonna miss that one, but they're not missing that turret as it gets taken down quite fast. Nitro on the side, maybe looking to land an ultimate. Really, it's a push that's inevitable. It's gonna happen. Their base is slowly getting destroyed. Meanwhile, top lane is beyond first Nitro. Nothing really is gonna come out of it. Element going aggressive, trying and snipe out Batty as Ace in the Hole does come out. Big chunk of damage. Element on the side right now. Looking to siege on in. Nexus towers in, take it down. One goes down. Nitro on the side. Bullying Cactus does get hit by the Sejuani ult. Nitro gets instantly taken down though. Batty Wang on the side is going to get double killed there for that Caitlyn. Looking to make it now a triple kill coming out for Caitlyn. And with that one, that is going to be possibly the ace as a couple members fall down there on the side of Barefoot, but in the end, the Nexus will go and they move on here to the semifinals in the winner bracket.
Team Barefoot continuing their dominating performance in this tournament.
As we're going to go ahead and set up our next match here for the Esports League Spring Open here. As our next teams get up onto stage, our next ones will be between Cloud9 and Uncrowned Kings. Do stick around. We'll be right back after this break.